All right, back at it as we continue on here, the 12 p.m. hour. This is, almost said Good Morning Huntsville. This isn't Good Morning Huntsville. This is Rays of Hope. You know, and you go on, you start getting a little delusional.
Yeah, this heat, I'm sure. But you got nice shade.
Yeah, a little bit of shade. A big shout out Jason Thompson at Guardian Defense. He helped me set everything up this morning, and you know, we got everything set up and got out here early, and just we've been looking forward to this day for so long, to give back to the local community. Many area nonprofits, families suffering from flooding, and we wanted to give back and help out. We've had a lot of items come in, especially. We knew that it would be a lot busier during this noon hour, so if you're taking your lunch, please come by. We got a hot dog. We'll give you a hot dog. You know, it's a free lunch today. Come on out here to HEB in the parking lot and help us to give back to the local community from a lot of these folks that are just suffering right now through flooding, and also nonprofits. I am here with Steph Vallie of Magnolia Kennel. I promise I'm paying attention, Steph. I'm just, when we go live, I also go live on my personal page, and I want to make sure that that's public. It doesn't automatically go to public. So,
that is great. That is great.
So, a lot of moving parts.
Yeah, if you come out for the event, you can go in and do a little bit of shopping, buy one thing for yourself, one thing for us, and leave it for the group. That would be great.
Love that.
Yeah, that would be great. And this is not a good thing right in front of us.
Yes, and we're going to be blocked in now, so people will not be able to. People may not be able to donate.
The police officer is deterring drive-ins right now.
Yeah. So if you're coming to donate, go around the other corner now. Wow. Oh well.
Well,
they got to do their job.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And he probably doesn't even realize he's blocking it.
It's all right. So we're here. You may want to wait just a few moments. You can drive around. You can come around over by the Veribank ATM, and you can still get over here. It's just the police officer pulled somebody over. But anyways, here we are. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know. Steph Vallie, Magnolia. Steph, how have you been? What have you been up to?
Working, incredibly working. Busy
I thought you were trying to retire.
I'm always trying to retire. I had a doctor's appointment yesterday, and one of the questions the doctor asked me is, what do you do for fun? And I said, work. And he was like, that's not a good thing. Well, that's my life.
Steph, you're going to be one of those if you go to the doctor and they say, like, oh, well, you have, and I'm not saying anything bad, but you're going to be like, no, I don't. You're just going to walk out and go back to work.
That's what he'll say. He said, did you notice this? Did you notice that? No, I didn't notice it. Well, it's doing it.
Well, we love our friends at Magnolia Kennel, and your husband, Scott, too. I'm so thankful. I told you the other day, and I appreciate you sent me a text. That meant the world to me. And, I'm so thankful that we crossed paths, because Huntsville's a community where I really feel like you can become friends quickly with folks, because folks here are so genuine, and you and your husband are just very nice, very genuine folks. And I'm so glad that we crossed paths and became friends.
Yes.
And I got to know you more, and, we were – and nothing on the place we were going. We love those folks, but we were so happy when we found out about you guys, because – now I'm not having to drive really far to drop my pets off, my dogs, and it's essentially the same price. Plus, you're the only one that can ever bathe Stella. So
yeah, that is true. I mean, we do get all different kinds of dogs. We've been doing this for so many years. Most of my clients are considered friends, so I mean, I've got second and third, fourth generation of dogs from families that have been coming to me for so many years. And we're there to help with any needs for the dogs.
Yeah, it's Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville. They do it so great right off the 45 feeder as you're heading south in town. 45 South is where they're located, and Steph's going to make you feel right at home. MagnoliaKennel.com. By the way, you can book right now. If you're getting ready for the 4th of July, you better hurry, because you're probably getting booked up if you're not already. Bridget got us in.
Yeah, we might have a few spots left, but I think I'm booked for at least the next 2 weeks, and it changes every day. So.
Cool thing, too, when you book your pets, your dogs over at Magnolia Kennel, they're not going to come back smelling like a kennel. And if you really want them to smell good, Steph and her staff will even bathe them for an additional fee. That's what I love because, the dogs go out and they get all sweaty and smelly and all that.
Especially with this weather.
Yeah. But even in y'all's facility, they come back and they there's been times where we didn't bathe them and they were fine. But I like that extra bathing that you do over there. And I don't know how it is. My little dog, my little Stella, she just doesn't like a lot of people. And I don't say that meanly, but she just does. And then she finds you, and you can bathe her. And you're like, no, she was happy. I was like, this is the dog whisperer of Huntsville.
Yeah, I try. I do believe that the dogs think I'm a dog. It's in my DNA. You talk a lot on the show about, having a purpose and knowing what your purpose is. I have no doubt this is my purpose, and it was meant to be.
I walked in one time. I was a little concerned because Steph was going, boom, 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 boom. I was like, what? No, I'm just kidding. Well, y'all have such a wonderful place out there, too, though. I mean, a lot of room to grow, and Scott gets to do his things that he enjoys with Pop's Wood Shop as well. And I love the facility that y'all have because you do put a lot of care into it. And I like what you said. When your pet's going to a kennel, they're not going to this resort. But you want them to feel comfortable and safe and secure. And the way that you guys have everything laid out there, it is. They feel safe, comfortable, and secure.
Every improvement that we do at our facility is not based on a two-legged client. Our improvements, our things are based on the four-legged needs. And, I could spend a lot of money for my waiting room, but that is for your benefit, not for the dog's benefit. They don't care as long as they are clean, safe, and healthy and have be able to go out in the yards and have their fun. They're happy. So just, and not our facility is not for every dog. So you want to make sure whatever facility you pick is for your dog's benefit, not yours. So that's what I stress and I will be completely upfront with you when you drop your dog off for the first time. And we give a free trial. If you want to try us out, you get a free doggy daycare as long as you meet our policies on our shots. We will give them a trial, and I am upfront. Your dog has this issue, but I think we can work with it, or no, I don't think this facility is right for your dog. So whatever you decide to board, make sure it is for the benefit of the dog and not for your thinking that it is a 5-star
Michelin dog food service.
yeah. So, my personal 2 dogs, they would probably be comfortable any place because they come every day. But if you have a dog that has never left your property and you're going to go on vacation for 2 weeks, that is not the time to try a kennel out because you're stressed, the dog's stressed. You want to try it before you go on your long periods of a vacation, especially. And another thing would be if a dog is an elderly dog and never boarded before. Don't wait until your dog's 14 years old and say, I have an emergency and I need for the dog to come stay with you. That's not a good time to choose a place for a dog.
Well, again, it's Steph Vallie, Magnolia Kennel. Steph, I wanted to, and I love this because you don't ever let me talk about you. You always want to talk about everybody else, so I do get to talk about you for a little bit. Another question I have for you, you've been here in Huntsville for just a good amount of time.
43 years.
43, and I don't want to say. I just want to say a good amount of time, really good amount of time.
Hey, the gray hair tells it all. I'm not worried about my age.
Steph's 44. It's going on. She's been here since she was 1. But this journey for you in Huntsville and your business, what has made Huntsville just home for you and a great place to have a business? Maybe a message for other business owners. It is a good place to have a business.
It is a good place, but you've got to be determined. Mm-hmm. You also, I think I heard one of your comments this morning or yesterday is people think that businesses, they have a good idea and it starts, but most businesses do fail within the first couple of years. It doesn't matter if it's animal related or computer related or whatever. So determination, opening yourself up to criticism, opening yourself up to being honest with your clients. You don't have a magic wand for anything that you do. Asking for help, like the Small Business Administration here in Huntsville. Oh my goodness, those people were so wonderful the first 2 or 3 years that I was open, and I still call them for questions.
Yeah.
And it's a free service. Take advantage of those type of services. So, and the university, very diverse bunch of people coming and going, and it is just a it is a melting pot for so many places and people in this town.
One of the other things, and you've been so good about this, donating those animal pet masks to local fire departments and helping them. And I wanted to mention this too, because I think a lot of businesses, they need to develop this mindset that when you give back, you don't give because you expect something in return,
No.
but it's going to happen. It ultimately will always come back to you. God is going to honor that and bless that. And your business gives back. And if you start looking at businesses that fail, I don't say this rudely, but I would put a lot of them in that category of businesses that just never found a way to give back. And I think that needs to be part of your business plan, is how can you give back to the community? Maybe highlight a little bit about why that's so important and why you guys give back to local places.
Well, we try to give back to so many different things like this pet safety. We've been doing that for quite some time, and it is something that's true to my heart, as in the sense of you never know when you're going to need it for an emergency situation, the fire department for the dogs, but it is important to give to your community, and it is on the groups that I'm on with the dog kennel business. They're always asking, how do you market? Well, I don't look at it as marketing. I don't look at some way to, I'm going to give a free t-shirt, I'm going to do that. You give what is beneficial to the community, and that marketing will come back to you without even realizing that it's marketing. We used to give, and we still do if they need it, go by the elementary schools and give packages of underwear, socks, tennis shoes, all of these things to the counselors. And I never really said this is from the kennel, but because everybody knows my face, then they would say, well, that's from the kennel. I never did that, and I still don't do that. I give a lot of things back to the community, Scott and I do, that people aren't aware of. But because we've been in the community so long, they know that it is coming from us.
We can go online, magnoliakennel.com, to reserve your pet's next spot right now. Check this out. Steph has been we have these little swag bags giving away some goodies in here. We got some double days, pizza discounts in here, just all different assortment of really cool stuff that's included. Hey, it's really hot outside today, so we got little fans from Walker County, got a cup in here. Got some smell good stuff from Clean Car Wash. But then this is one of my favorite, not just because you're sitting here. Check this out. So if you come by and you donate $20 or more in value, you're automatically going to get a limited edition Rays of Hope t-shirt and also our swag bags. If you donate $20 cash or more, you're also going to be entered in to our hourly jewelry raffle, jewelry valued up to $200. But man, check this out. Steph has included these really cool dog leashes in here.
They're actually not
hold
dog
on. This
leashes.
is why I needed Steph.
Yeah,
okay, hold on.
they're not dog leashes.
Look, she's taking it from me. She's like,
they
get with the
are
program,
harnesses for safety of a dog in a car.
Okay, there you go.
So you attach this around your headrest, and then you adjust it and put it, and it keeps the dog in the seat. Now, I would recommend one further step is make sure your dog's on a harness, because then the leash is in the middle of the back, and it's more secure and much safer for the animal. But
so where does this part go?
This goes around your headrest.
Ah, okay.
And so then in
cool.
your back seat, then it keeps the dog in the seat.
See, I was sitting here when you were okay. Well, I'm glad. And what else is in here? It's really cool.
There is my husband, being the Pop Pop's Wood Shop, he makes us coupons. You get a $5 off with a dog bone for the wood.
Cool? Yeah.
And then we have our business cards in
Wonderful.
it. But
did you have to stuff all these yourself?
Yeah, but it's okay.
And then check this out. Now you don't do this right here, Steph.
No, don't do that. And it's adjustable, so you can go smaller or bigger depending on the size of the dog.
Bridget may need this on me. So I'm glad you said that, because I would have said I didn't know until I didn't want to open it up, and you told me what it was, so that's great.
Yeah. The main thing is I would recommend putting it on with a dog harness, not the leash around its neck, because that would maybe cause some additional problems if you had to hit your brakes hard or something like that.
It's a good way to keep your dog protected, and Steph's always looking out for the protection of the pets. And
it is, I will say one other thing. It is dangerous. I know we all do it. When I used to have little dogs, I did it too. it is very dangerous for a dog to ride in your lap when you are going down the road.
Yeah.
For the dog and for you, causes problems where the paws will get in the steering wheel or so forth like that. So it is always good to have the dog secure some way or the other.
Well, perfect. Well, there she is, Miss Steph Vallie. Go by and see her, Magnolia Kennel, online at magnoliakennel.com. We appreciate all that she does here in the community and helping to get the word out today about these nonprofits. We'll be here at HEB until 7 o'clock tonight. So if you're at your lunch hour right now, you still got time. We've got some hot dogs that are still on the grill. So come have lunch on us today. And while you're here, bring your non-perishable food items. Think about things that you put into your pantry. Pastas, boxed pastas, those. Please don't cook a lasagna and bring it to us. Somebody a while ago said, "Can I bring bananas?" I said, "Well, if somehow they're canned, but we can't. Those will go bad pretty quick." But any of those type of items, also clothing for women, especially because we're going to donate a lot to Safe House, hopefully based on the donations. And then also we're looking for clothing for a baby girl, 12 months and younger. This is for the Peak family, for their little girl. They lost everything in the recent flooding. And they also have an 8-year-old boy and a 10-year-old boy. So any type of toys or games, those kind of things that you'd like to bring for those boys, feel free to. Nate was he just always did things. He homesteaded, and he had everything running at that house. It was almost kind of like off the grid in a way.
Oh my goodness, that's great.
But he was growing his own crops. He had animals, lost all the animals except a few chickens, and so but he built a lot. And so if you could donate any type of Home Depot gift cards, that would be so generously accepted by the Peak family. They had to be water rescued during this flooding a few weeks ago when the big one came through at first. And so we want to help them. We want to help the McAdam family. Blaine McAdam and his wife, Sherry, wonderful people from McAdam Wood Creations. He's had to put his wood business on hold. That was his primary source of income. They, too, got flooded. The tragedy of that story is his entire wood shop, not only his house, the house they're going to be able to save. They had to redo a bunch of flooring. But he lost all of his tools, most of them. He lost a lot of wood. In fact, almost all the wood in his shop. It's not cheap. And so we want to help out the McAdam family. And then also the Smith family. They're having to redo sheetrock in their home. They had water come in. They had to pull it out. We want to help them out because they've got 2 young children as well. That's going to help the family. So any cash donations as well. We're also helping out 5 area nonprofits, including Care Center of Huntsville. So if you want to bring by diapers, baby items, I'm saying babies 12 months to newborn, especially newborns. And I know all about those sizes now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also know how it makes your wallet go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, yeah.
So if you could bring those and help some of these new mamas out, that would be great. Wipies, baby lotions, any of that type of stuff. Also toiletries. When you think about what do you need, those are the type of items that we would love to have. Toilet paper, paper towel. Any clothing that's still in good standing. If you've got something in the closet that you don't need, but it's good and it's not tore up and it's clean, bring it. We just had a person drive by with a bag of clothes a while ago. Saw them in a black trash bag. That's okay as long as they're clean.
Yes.
Make sure they're washed first. But we appreciate that. And then also I mentioned Safe House, Tomorrow's Promise Montessori School, specifically the Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. Also Good Shepherd Mission, HISD Social Services, and Care Center Huntsville. Those are the 5 that we're partnering with this year. We did this last year towards the end of summer based on nonprofits reaching out saying, Rob, we know a lot of people get help during the Christmas months, but can you help put something together during the halfway point? And the halfway point is June.
Yes.
And so we're here, and we want to be a big blessing. And this isn't about me. It's not about our platform. It's about this community coming together for one cause, and that's to bless others that have needs right now here in Huntsville, Texas.
And nothing is too small. $1, $5, whatever you can bring is great.
Absolutely. And please, when you see folks like Steph on, go by and support her business. Next time you need your pups to go somewhere, go by and support her because she's supporting this community. That's what she does. She loves Huntsville. We love her and Scott. We're so appreciative of them. And Steph, anything else? I know we've talked about a lot.
One other thing, because of the storms and stuff that we have faced, please keep your pets updated on their vaccinations because it tears my heart to have to turn away somebody that doesn't have even the basic needs. Like I had a lady call me, had 7 dogs. Dog didn't even have rabies, and their logic was they never leave the property. You just never know, folks. Please keep them vaccinated, where even if they would have to go into a shelter, the dogs go into a shelter temporarily, it will help them in the long run to be vaccinated.
Absolutely. Well, come on out. We'll have our good friend Tammy Farkas from Safe House. We're going to end this broadcast. We'll start a new one here in just a few moments. And then at the top of the hour, we'll have another one of our hourly sponsors joining us. Miss Sky is here from Deep Clean, Texas. That'll be coming up, though, shortly after 1 o'clock. So come on out, HEB parking lot, friends. We'll be here all day until 7 o'clock. It's getting hotter. The donations are getting heavier. So come on out, bring them in, and let's support Huntsville, Texas. Thank you so much, Steph.
Thank you.